First case of Ebola diagnosed here in the U.S. Local physicians are educating the public about Ebola.
Fox News reporter Katie Weiss was at a press conference this afternoon at USA Medical Center. She joins us in the studio with what they talked about.
Well, even though local physicians say it's very unlikely that an Ebola case will be diagnosed here in the port city, the USA Medical Center is still readily preparing for the spread of the virus.
We actually don't really know a whole lot about the virus because although we've had outbreaks every year for the last 3 years, we've never had an outbreak this large.
Now that a case of the Ebola virus has been confirmed for the first time ever in the United States, folks across the country are growing more concerned. The patient infected with Ebola is hospitalized in Dallas, and citizens there are taking necessary precautions to protect themselves. Some parents are bringing their kids home from school.
Can't get my baby just in case. I don't know what's going on, but make sure we safe.
I don't think I'm going to bring him until, I go to the doctor, check him, and then see if he's okay.
Well, the Ebola virus originated in Central Africa back in the 1970s. It's an extremely severe virus which has been responsible in the most recent outbreak for some 3,000 deaths in Western Africa. The disease has also sickened some 6,500 others. Let's talk a little bit about how it's transmitted. It is not an airborne disease, which means that it can only be transmitted by human-to-human contact. That's the exchange of bodily fluids like blood or saliva. Let's talk a little bit about some of the symptoms that Ebola can cause in patients. It's actually got some very severe symptoms with extremely high fevers, higher than 101 degrees. Now, patients might also have nausea, internal and external bleeding, muscle pains, and headaches. The virus can cause your body's organs to even shut down.
It infects liver and blood cells. And the cells that are lining your blood vessels, and that's where a lot of the bleeding and a lot of the loss of fluids and dehydration comes from.
Now, it's important to note, however, that you are not contagious until symptoms start to show.
Because it's a virus, there is no cure for Ebola. Doctors can only treat the symptoms. Today at the press conference, Dr. Green told me American physicians are currently working to create a vaccine, but nothing is on the market yet.
Now, we have all this information and other details on our website, fox10tv.com.